Here is one of the series of martial arts forms. This one is one that I've learned called One Man Hon from Southern Praying Mantis Kung Fu. My grandfather taught this Kung Fu in Crystal, Minnesota, and he learned it from Master Jin Fun Mark, who was from southern China, who is a master in Southern Praying Mantis. I don't know if he's still alive. He was close to my grandfather's age, and my grandfather passed some time ago. But that lineage, as far as I know, did not technically pass hands on to another master. So there are people like us scattered throughout the United States and abroad who know a little bit of this from this teacher, and I am no authority, although I was certified as an instructor from my grandfather. I do not have specific direct authority from the master himself. But you know what? I think we can still share knowledge without breaching trust, protocol, and copyright by just saying this is what I've learned and this is what I've got to share. So anyways, I'm going on and on, but this is One Man Um Hon. And for the most part, I may publish this, but this is primarily a practice video to see if we can make it presentable and all that. Okay, without further ado, and by the way, just for reference, this form is not being done in entirety. I'm going to do pieces of it to also illustrate the more realistic fighting approach, which sometimes these forms are so static that to actually have a fight that goes specifically like that is extremely unlikely. Although it's good to know what movements you're going to do in a split second, because otherwise you're not going to be able to utilize it effectively. Hopefully never, but you never know in this world. And at the very least, you can cultivate internal harmony, body harmony, mind harmony. There are benefits to it. You don't have to go around trying to beat people up. And I do not suggest that you do that. And you cannot legally do that where I live. It's not a common practice anymore to bully. All right. in the middle of the video. I'm just going to call this a modified One Man Hon that has spontaneous techniques woven into it. I'm going to change the static nature of the style. I'm not claiming to be a professional expert martial artist, but what I like to do is innovate. And I think it's easier on the mind to keep something fun. So if you're doing one form, I'm doing One Man Hon, exact protocol is good. However, and it's obviously the foundation for this, I think that it wouldn't kill to be a little bit more creative. Stimulate the mind. One of my main goals is to enhance learning by making things more visually appealing and also fun, so that your desire to retain the information is higher, and using different techniques like association to remember things more easily, etc. You know, there's basic fundamentals of it, but there's also this innovative approach that I know others have thought of. If you can make something fun, we have a greater chance of participating in it. Life doesn't have to be boring. Okay, so the traditional One Man Hon is now. Let's go with that, but a flow of it, of different Praying Mantis maneuvers, and maybe some other little things like karate and jiu-jitsu and all that kind of slipped in there. But primarily it's Mantis. Doesn't really matter, there's only so many ways you can punch and kick and block. It's just the mimicking of the creature that gives rise to that. But eagle, snake, crane, they all have similarities. You know, there's only so many different ways that you can move your hands. Rabbit punch. I can't remember all the names of these. I'll do my best. Heart punch. Sort of a phoenix eye. Normal fist. Straight edge. All the different sides, back, you know, hand, palm, side of palm, other side of palm. Same with the blocks. Grabbing, pinching. These are all good things to know. Fundamentals. Alright, well, this is just going to be an overall training video for myself and potentially for others, because I kind of like this idea of showing the rough footage. Everyone shows the perfect one. Like, why don't you just show everything? Why don't you just be transparent? If someone's bored and they don't want to listen to it, that's great. And obviously edit it for the purposes of not being too drawn out and letting your information goes out. But sometimes I want to just put something on forever and just watch it for no particular reason, like some of these vloggers out of the country, video loggers, bloggers. I love watching that stuff, and it's mostly just a lot of rambling and walking around and stuff. It's great. All right. Straight kick, straight snap kick, side kick, side snap kick, side snap kick, thrust, thrust. Thrusting is pushing out, body's going back. So here, it's pushing that forward, whereas a snap is just thrust is back, push. Snap is quick motion. Quick kick, not as much power. Thrust, lots of power, slower. Can't really see, I don't have a good angle here, so I think I'm going to skip the lower kicks, but I'll remember to do that. Okay, actually I think that's enough for now. End transmission.